Neil. Hopefully it sounds okay. I'm just testing the sound out on it. It was distorting a little bit, so I thought I think it's my my earphone jack on the streaming box is causing all the issues I've been having. It sounds really strange and really crackly, but when I listen to it on my phone, it doesn't sound too bad. So I think that's been the problem. I think what I'm hearing is not what you guys are hearing, so it's a bit hard to diagnose half the time. But we're on a completely different system. When there's a F-35 down the bottom, there's a lot gone out. I'm not going to be streaming for long. I just wanted to try and see what you thought of this. This might be extremely loud and crackly when they go over the top, but we can see there's a couple down the bottom now. So we're just gonna see what it sounds like. Yeah, I think my voice sounds okay. It's just when the planes come over, I've got it turned right down because when they were going over, it was like it wasn't as bad as normal, but it was still peaking. So we'll just follow these out and just see what you think of this. Hopefully, it's not going to be too loud. Like I said, I've got it turned on 2 out of 10. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I've got it dialed in. So we'll just watch these go. Well, I don't know what that sounded like, but I don't know if it was too loud or not, but I can't listen back to it at the moment. So my voice, I could probably turn the voice up a little bit, but if I stand closer, then it'll sound okay. Just got to find which one it is now. There's so many settings on this thing now. Right. Let me see what I can hear. See if I can hear myself back. So that weren't distorting, Neil. I've had so much trouble with this streaming box, thinking I'd sorted it all out. I've bought new mics. I've got a new H5 Studio on it now as well. So sounds like we've cracked it. But I can't listen to it back on my earphones because when I put my earphones in, this sounds really crackly and distorted. So there's clearly a problem with that jack on the streaming box. So I'll have to think of another way to listen to it. I can listen to it directly from my camera, but then I'm not hearing what's going through the streaming boxes. So it's quite complicated to get it right. But if you guys say it sounds better now, so you're still saying my voice could be louder. Let me just see if I can turn that up a little bit. I think that's that one. There we go. So I've just turned that one up a little bit. Right, well I've turned it up, so hopefully that should be better now. Yeah, there's been a few go out today, but I've been trying to set up, and obviously we had the video I uploaded a little while ago. I only took that on my phone, but it was raining. I didn't want to get my gear out because I was going to go live this morning, but by the time I'd got here, went to get it all out, and that started pouring down with rain. So it was just a quick try and get it sort of dialed in while there's no rain. Yeah, the grass, it does look a little bit more scorched on the camera than what it is. I think because I set this up for night time before, and I think the colour balance is slightly out, but the grass is really yellow. Well, that's good. As long as we've got all the sound sorted out and it ain't too loud, that's the main thing. That was my goal for today, was getting it right, getting us back to streaming again, and without issues. But like I said, I can't listen back to the stream unless I listen to my phone. Then when I listen to my phone, you hear it twice. So it's a bit of a difficult one. But yeah, at least we can do some more streaming again now. We hope to do a lot more in the coming few weeks. It's just been trying to get this sound issue sorted out, and trying to chase where it was. I thought it was my old mic. I replaced the mic. I could still hear the noise, and yeah, it's now come down to the streaming box has definitely got an issue. So I'm going to be getting that sorted. I'll be sending it back to the manufacturer and see if I can get a replacement one, and then hopefully I can listen to the stream and stream and not have any issues anymore. Yeah, it's really quiet here. There's hardly anything going on. So there was seven went out just previous to the ones you just seen. So there's been a few go out, but I think there's something right down the bottom end, but I'm not sure if that is. Let's see if I can zoom in on that a bit. No, it's not. There's nothing down there. I thought it was. That jet's got an oil leak apparently. Yeah, it's really quiet. I say the wind is not as bad as it has been in the last few sort of weeks. There's a little bit of a breeze every now and again, but it was raining really heavy this morning. It looks behind me, it doesn't look too bad now. So that one that came in earlier, we heard on the radio that they said that it had got a canopy issue, a possible light or something, light problem. So whether the canopy was actually defective or it's just a light coming on, we don't really know. That's all we really heard. But I literally picked up my phone and recorded on the phone. So hopefully it didn't come out too bad for a phone recording. Yeah, that was supposed to go out this morning, first thing, that camo one, but then someone said 11 o'clock. So obviously both times have gone by now. So what we're hearing is scrubbed again because of an oil leak. Does my, for you guys that normally come into the stream, does my voice sound better now or any different? Because I'm not using a wireless mic now. I've got two mics on the top of the camera. One's coming out of my H5 studio, and the other one's pointing forward. It's going into that as well. So I'm hoping my voice sounds better than it did before. The wireless one used to pick up an awful lot of wind sound, whereas, like I said, there is a little bit of a breeze, and hopefully not hearing too much of that. I tried not to zoom in too much on the on that video, because as soon as you zoom in with a phone, you just lose all the quality. So I tried to keep it as wide as I could, so at least you could see something. Yeah, I have to stand a bit closer to this microphone. So I'm not. So when I'm doing that, I can't really look at the monitor. So I need to think of a way to get it in a different place so I can still see the monitor as well. Unfortunately, when they come from the other end, this setup is the one I use at night time, and it's set up for long distance. So it's okay seeing them down the other end, but when they come close to you, I can't keep following them because I can't zoom in enough to or out enough to keep following them. So unfortunately, this is the wrong setup for this end of the runway. If they was down this end, then that would be perfect. But I wanted to get the sound all sorted. Now I've took a picture of all the settings I've got, we should be good every stream. I'm just going to try the Sony out as well later on and see if I can sort that out as well to get the sound right on both, and then we can stream with the Sony. When I use the Sony this end, I can then turn around and follow them around the sky, but with this setup it's just impossible because they come too close to you. Good, because the I've got two new Sennheiser windsocks on this, so they should be good. Let's have a look. And you can see it's blowing fairly, so if you can't hear the wind, then that's doing a good job. Yeah, I was really hoping to catch the painted one. Apparently there's two, so that'd have been nice to catch them today, but something they are doing today, which is not something we normally see, is they're de-arming the 35s here. So yeah, it's not something we normally see. What up, Darren? How you doing? Yeah, I hope to stream first thing this morning and do a stream all day. But like I said, it was raining quite hard, so I just wanted to get the sound set up. So at least I've got that done now. That's the main thing. Then we next time I know I can just get the gear up on the van and press go, and we're good. We might get to see a few come in. Like I said, there's about 7 or 8 out there now at the moment, so. No, definitely not. Yeah, that's why I've not done many streams, to be honest with you. Above the sound issues, it's like you come up here and then you only see like 6 in a day. It's a lot of diesel to be coming up and down just for a few aircraft. But you know, hopefully once this situation is all finished with, we'll get back to normal. Be good if we could find out if something else was going to come in and we can do one of our late night specials. That'd be good, but we're not hearing nothing at the moment. It's been really quiet, even on you know, traffic, visiting traffics. There's been nothing. So well, I'm Darren. 8 months now. Where's that time gone? We've got an F-36 there, look, tractor coming out. Morning, Sally. Yeah, so this has turned into a bit of a test stream really, rather than all morning stream, because I've been here all morning, but we just couldn't do nothing this morning. It was pouring with rain and I didn't want to get the gear all soaking wet, so it literally has just turned into, is my microphone sounding good and is the front one sounding good really? It's a shame because my back actually feels alright today. Well, not alright, but feels better than normal today. I'm not in so much pain today. I just got up here and sat here, and then I stood up and I didn't feel too bad. So it would have been a good day, I think, if would have been able to stream when I first got here, because they've been going out steadily today. They hot pitted and then they all went back out again. So you know, there's been about sort of 14, 15 planes go up. But I just couldn't bring them to you this morning because of the rain. You have to stand in front then. Yeah, well, once we get a busier day, then I can do a bit more testing on it. But I think if it didn't blow your eardrums out and a crackle and go ahead, then I think we're sort of there. I've turned it right down. I can't believe how low I've got it. And yet, because I was doing a live stream, a private live stream, and I was listening back to it, and I had it on about like setting 5, and it was like really loud. So I was like gradually turning it down. I thought I got down to 2, and I thought, right, I'm gonna go live to see what you guys, because you guys are the ones that tell me what you hear. Hopefully you're hearing a bit of ambient sound as well in the background, not just me talking. The trouble is, when you got 2 microphones, you fight against each other. You sort of turn one down, and then the other one picks up your voice if you got it too loud. So then that's when you get that echoey noise. But I think this setup, how I've got it now, isn't too bad. But if I turn it up too much, then you might get a little bit of a bit more echoey. But it doesn't sound too bad from what I'm listening on my phone when I just listen back to it. So can't see anything at the moment coming back in, but shouldn't be silly long, I don't think. Oh yeah, I can now see it, so I'll just keep an eye on that now. Just bear with me a minute. I just pressed the wrong thing. Right, well at least you can hear them, and obviously I don't want to put it too loud so that when they do go out it's like crazy sound. So I think we're just about there. I think I can afford to go up slightly with the front mic. Hopefully that's a good mix of both, so you can hear them and you can hear me all right now. No, nothing yet on the painted one. Apparently it's got an oil leak, so I don't think it's going to be going today. So yesterday that was the plan, to get that going out. That was the reason for coming today, and obviously setting this up. I was hoping to catch that, but it's not looking like it's going to go. So unfortunately we won't be seeing that today, I don't think, anyway. I'm pleased we've got the sound sorted now. It's taken so long messing around, thinking it was a microphone and wires and all sorts of different things. Now I know exactly what it is. Obviously I'm not listening back to the stream, so unless I turn the phone on, but at least now I know that we've fixed the issue. So sound like more now coming back. The one that went over Chris yesterday came in here. That had been in Iceland. That's been away for 2 years, and it came back here yesterday. So about 4 o'clock it came in here last night. Yep, Dave's cooking away. He's busy. So this camera I'm using is the one I normally use at night time. It's a very difficult camera to use during the day when they're down that other end, because when they come close to you, you can't keep them in the viewfinder. So hence, as soon as they're sort of beside me, that's the end of it. But when they come in from the other way and they take off from this end, it's so much easier because you can zoom all the way down the bottom of the runway and keep them there. So the Sony is a better system to use during the daytime, but I've got it with me. But I wanted to get this sound system sorted out. There's another one coming in now, I think. Oh no, it's not. It's a bird right in the distance. It looked like an F-35 from a distance, but it was a bird. But yeah, the Sony is easier to use during the daytime, and I can bring that right in, so I can follow them around the sky, because it's so much easier because it's a camcorder, whereas this is a camera and lens system. Yeah, but we've heard the EXs are coming here, Sally, so that's a good thing. That's what we've been told. Don't know how true that is, but that'd be good for here to have something different here. What? Where are you talking about, Sally? F-16s here? That'd be interesting to see if that do happen. Shouldn't be long before something else come back. So I heard some go over the top, so they must have gone off somewhere else because it's quiet now. Yep, I normally do change in an instant with this job, definitely. They're going from, they're coming towards me, so they're coming towards the viewing area, which is, it's nice when you got your wide angle camcorder, because when they do the quick climbs and they come right beside you, and that's really good. But with this setup, it's not great for this end of the runway. But I literally just wanted to get this sound, sort the sound out, so I knew that next time I stream fully and properly, I know that I've got it all set up exactly how I need it, and there's no more issues. The issue is the streaming box. The jack on the streaming box earphone thing has definitely got a problem. What I'm hearing to what's on the phone is completely different. So I've been chasing sort of like an issue really that weren't really there, but it was there, if you know what I mean. Because I know you guys were saying to me sometimes that it sounded weird, but I couldn't hear that. I was hearing something totally different, and I've been through mics and all sorts, but I think we've now got it sorted. But the issue of the jack is still there, but I'm just having to listen to it on my phone a little bit more to start with, do a sort of a live stream for myself so I can hear it, and then dial it in, and then I go live. So eventually I'll get the stream box replaced, and we'll be good. I'd love to see the 22s come here, but I think that's a bit too far-fetched. Hey, Neil, I'd love that, but yeah, I don't see that happening. Because even when they were here, they didn't hardly go out. They went out a few times, I suppose, but I think they're saving them airframes a little bit. Good, good. Yeah, I've been really. That was one night when we was doing. That was before the A10s. I noticed this weird noise, and I just couldn't put my finger on what it was, and it slowly got worse and worse. And I tried everything to try and sort it out, because David had a problem with his mic. We changed his mic and he had to in India, and he changed cameras, and that's all sorted. So his is all good now. And then we realised that his dead cat weren't no good anymore, so he's changed that. So, and then all of a sudden I started having loads of issues with sounds. So yeah, it was one thing after another, which was a real pain. But at least I've got this. At least I know what the problem was now. You wouldn't never think it would be like an earphone jack that was causing the problem, because this system's never been in the rain or anything. It's never had a problem. And then I tried it with a USB-C type jack, and at home, and it sounded okay. But this morning, when I first turned it on, I had loads of issues straight away, and I thought, well, it's got to be that. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm taking all the sound into the main camera, and then from the main camera to the streaming box view via a HDMI lead, and it seems to sort it out. So that's how I'm getting the sound into it now. Instead of doing it through the line input, I'm doing it through an HDMI. So I've got round that issue, but it's probably gonna, once I get the new box, that'll be a lot better. Well, it's always rumours, so you know you can always speculate on what's going on with any base, but you can never tell until it happens. So you know, people come up with all sorts of things, and sometimes people are accurate and other times they're not. So, but that's the nature of this hobby. We never know what's really going to happen until it's there. Yeah, let's have a squadron of phantoms here. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Yeah, you're right, Kevin. They are going back, so we know that. So yeah, sad day when they go from here. I think the F-15s are a lot of people's favourites. A lot of people don't like the 35s. I mean, I don't like them on the ground, but when they're in the air, they're awesome. And the quick climbs and things are just amazing. But you know, the 15s are just definitely an iconic plane, aren't they? And it's going to be hard to replace them with anything here. And hopefully they don't just bang a whole load of F-35s in here and have just 35s, because it's nice to have a mix of stuff here. Whereas a lot of bases you don't obviously have a lot of that, so it's nice to have, you know, two different types of aircraft to film. So I better make a rollie, I suppose, and get told off, and hopefully we'll see something turn up. I'll just quickly do that. We're not going to be silly long, but I'll try and wait for some of these to come in, because like I said, I'd planned to go live first thing this morning, but I've got something to do this afternoon, so it's a bit of a shame that it was raining first thing this morning. Yeah, the FOIP sounds is the best. Yeah, the 22s are old tech now, but I still think they just look awesome and they sound awesome. If you've never heard an F22, then you're definitely missing out, because the noise them things make are unreal. The howl when they move around, the crackle of the engines when they go up the runway, they just sound awesome. They just look awesome. I didn't have time this morning, Darren. Sorry. I was going to. I just didn't have the time. I got my boy with me and my neighbours with me today to come up and see the planes, and I was trying to get ready this morning, and my boy he didn't want to get out of bed this morning, so I was like trying to get him out, trying to get all my stuff in the van. I'd packed a load of stuff last night, then I forgot to charge a load of batteries, so I had to go back and get them, charge them back up, put them back in the van. Then I thought, I need a spare tripod just in case, so I had to go and get that and getting breakfast and everything else. And then as soon as I walked out the door, you wouldn't believe it started to rain. I was thinking, it's surely not going to rain. It didn't say anything about rain today. And then it rained all the way here. And I beat the rain here, and just as I got here, it started raining here. Now my light don't work. Huh? In the front there, there's a poke in the front. Hopefully we'll give it in.
No, it does not, especially with the burns on.
Yeah, got to have your roll up, mate. I haven't had one for about a couple of hours. I've been trying to cut down, to be honest with you. I've got to give up. I've got to give up. Hi Alex, how are you? Oh, that'd be crazy if they were here again, wouldn't it? It might be out of focus because there's manual focus. I know. Honestly, the time just flies, doesn't it? This year seemed to have gone past really, really fast from doing nights over the winter. And it ain't silly long. I was thinking that yesterday, actually. When I was watching Chris yesterday, I was thinking that ain't going to be long before it's October again. I probably need a sensor clean on this camera, because I had a load of dust on the sensor, and I did try and clean it off. I cleaned most of it off, and I need to send it in to get a sensor clean. But I'm not sure if the lens. I was still looking at it a minute ago, and it looked like it was a bit dirty. So I do need to give the camera a little bit of a clean. It's the trouble when you go out here, you get all the dust and everything. Summertime is really bad up here. The dust rolls around everywhere, so dust gets everywhere. I ain't got nothing up here to give the lens a clean. I think it might be just slightly out of focus. I think that's what it is, because I have got it in manual focus and it keeps changing. It keeps going onto a tree over there. Let me just see if I can change it. That might look slightly better now, I'm not sure. No, I wish I could just stop. I did before. I gave up for 7 years, and then I don't know what made us start again. Me and my wife both started again, and I just wish I never started, but... This camera's like I was saying, is a camera. It's a camera body and lens, and I've got loads of motors and everything that control the zoom and the focus, because I do it in manual for night time. Obviously this is the one I use at night time mostly. I just wanted to test this camera and the sound today. So normally during the day I normally use my Sony camcorder, which is so much easier to use. But I just desperately wanted to get the sound system sorted out, hence I'm using this camera. So this is set up for night, and I literally just rushed to set it up, so the colour balance and everything's not right how it is at the moment. Nothing's really set up properly. I just literally wanted to test the sound and get it working. And from what I can hear on my phone, it sounds good, so I'm happy. At last. Hey Keith, how you doing, mate? You alright? I think I said yesterday I'm going to try and film the King's Flyover this year, because they come quite close to my house, so I ain't got far to go to capture them, and you see them from quite a way away, and I can follow them quite a long distance, so I think I will do that this year. Yeah, it's been really, really quiet up at Lakenheath recently. I'd like to have gone to Conisby tomorrow and see Chris streaming tomorrow, but I've got an important meeting in the morning, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to go up there, but I'd like to go up there. I was going to try 4K as well today, but I thought putting too much pressure on myself for trying to get all these different things working. But I did do a test 4K stream a couple of weeks ago, and it worked perfect. So now we've got the sound sorted out. I've just got to buy another bundle for the bonding, so I can use a SIM card and the Starlink, and we should be good. We should have 4K streams. Well, I'm going to set myself a goal. I'm going to be nicotine free by the night streams. There's a tanker now going up. You can just about see that in the corner.
Yes, yeah. No, you did it. You did it accidentally. Yeah, you did. I remember that.
Looks like he's going to taxi down here. Thought he was going to go out.
Yeah, sorry mate. Bacon, sausage and egg for me. And have a triple cheeseburger. Pop in that when you're ready. There's much happening. No. All the time most of you got again. It's back to normal. Back to normal then, is it now? Is it? still a few missing, still abroad.
Something else now coming in, I think. I can hear something else. Something big. I'm just going to try switching the camera to automatic focus and see if that'll do it. I don't know if I've got the right settings for that at the moment, but I'm just going to try that out a minute. Right, we'll try that and see how we'll get on. I'm just going to move it around and see if it goes out of focus. Because it's still literally set up for nighttime use, but I'm hoping that should. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's quite a way away and it's still focusing in right up the other end, so. Are they only on nights this week, Sally, or are they on nights next week as well? Oh, that's a shame, because I might have attempted to do a night time up there. I don't think I can, unless they can do. They won't fly Friday night. I wouldn't have thought, would they? If not, I might do Friday night, but I don't reckon they'll be flying late on Friday. They'll probably finish tomorrow night. Yeah, if I get back in time from what I'm doing tomorrow, then I might go and see Chris, and yeah, we'll see how we get on. But I'm not sure if I'll be able to get there in time. A lot of heat haze over the top of there. It's not that hot here today. That's not too bad. I've only got a little jacket on, so it's not cold, but it's a bit breezy. Oh, we got something coming in. And that's where it goes wrong, you see. Automatic focus don't like them in the air on this camera. I haven't got it set to, believe it or not, I haven't got it set to aeroplane mode either. I didn't see that comment, so I can't see it, so I take it someone's removed whatever it was. I've had to stream in a lower resolution today. I don't know why, but Starlink was really badly dropping frames earlier, so I don't think it's as clear as what it normally is. But I'm going to get the, like I said, I'm going to sort the bonding out so we can do some 4K streams, so it should look a bit better. But I don't think it looks too bad, but it's definitely a noticeable drop in quality today, because I've had the kilobits per second's a lot lower than what I normally have it, so hence it's not quite as clear as it normally is. Yeah, that's all good. You know what I'm like. I'm just going to change it back to manual focus, and yeah, I didn't see what he said anyway. As long as it's banned. Oh, much appreciated for the memberships. There's loads of dust just come across the, I don't know if it's them kicking the dust up, but there's loads of dust just come across here. It's really, I don't know if you can notice it on the camera at the minute or not. Cheers, Jonathan. Yeah, I don't know where this dust is coming from. Must be a farmer on the field, because coming through the trees, it's really bad. I don't see it at the moment, a two-ship. Not yet, anyway. No, you didn't, Jonathan. I really wanted to stream today, and I really wish that it weren't raining this morning. If it would been sunny this morning, I would have streamed straight away. But yeah, absolutely poured down first thing this morning, and then I had to try and sort the sound out. I had to wait until something come out to try and get it half right, and then sort of like dial it in a little bit more. I think I could still get it a little better, I think, but it's not doing too bad now. Oh yeah, I can see them both coming in now. There's two more coming in. I don't know, I think I might have just hit somebody by accident, so I'm not sure if I did or not. I just saw something come up on my screen as I got my phone out of my pocket. So if I've banned anybody or hit anybody, then contact the admins. I don't think I did. I saw something, but... Oh yeah, I can see what you're saying about the screen now. Something on it. I can see exactly what you're talking about now. We'll sort that out in a minute. The dust coming across here is absolutely crazy at the minute. Farmer must be digging up the field beside me. we'll stay on the 15s for a little while. When they go in, I'm just going to see if I can wipe the lens down. I can see what it is. It's a bit of the dead cat. There's actually some of the fluff off the dead cats on the lens. I can see it now. When I when I followed them in the sky, I could see it. I could see it on the streaming thing. So yeah, I'll sort that out in a minute. They're new dead cats. A bit of the fluff has come off them. Well, I've had the opportunity to see it, but the hangar door where it is not open. So because it's got an oil leak, I don't think it's going to go out today, unfortunately. Nothing down the other end yet. Not much here, so we're getting to see them all over. Here comes something else. Yeah, you can see those marks on the screen now. I couldn't see them before, but that's what it is. It's bits of dead cat. Doesn't sound good, do it? Bits of dead cat, but that's what it is. We haven't had a single low approach today either. Quite a lot of jelly air shooting through the back of those two 35s sitting there. Hello. Waving at us with the brakes. You just have to excuse the jumping around. My little lad's in the van and he's obviously found something funny, so he's jumping around and bless him. I actually bought some stabilisers for the back of the van. Not because I'm not good at driving, but trying to keep it still when he's in there. But I didn't put them down today, and I've got new shock absorbers on the back of the van and air suspension, and the new shocks have definitely helped. There's a lot more around it still. I can't stop it from shaking, but yeah, I know. Where they are is, if I can find them. They're in there. They are. Well, that's where they were, let's put it that way. They may not be in there anymore, but that's where they were. Because when we done a night stream once, there was a big American flag, and everybody remembers that, but that's where they were. Right, let's just quickly clean that that lens while we're waiting for anything else to happen. I think there's something down the bottom now, so. I think that's, no, they're still on there. I'll have to do it after the stream when I get home. I'll have to sort it out and see what that is. That could well be inside the sensor, because I did take the camera apart the other day. It might still be in there and I didn't see it. But you can only see it when you look up in the sky, I think, which is a pain. have to give the cameras a good old clean, all of them really. They do get covered in dirt and dust and crap up here, so it's about time I give them a good clean up. I think I've got a free sensor clean at Wex, so I might have to go in there, and other camera dealers are available. Yeah, I don't know why, but Starlink's not really great today. So I can see that's dropped a few frames today, but yeah, it's been a bit of a pain. Yeah, I'll give it a clean when I go home. Make sure it's not there for next time. I can't really tell if it's on the screen or if it's on the lens or if it's on the sensor. But it looks like a lens, but it looks like bits of dead cat hair. That's what it looks like, but. I think Dave captured the F-15 that come in as well this morning with his camcorder with an emergency. So he might put a different version of that video up later on, which might be a bit closer and a bit clearer. Because like I said, I use my phone, so I didn't look too bad. But it's always difficult with your phone because when you zoom out, you never get a very good image. So I mean, I've got a good phone, but even still, never the same as a normal camera. So hopefully Dave's captured quite a bit of that as well. I missed it landing. I didn't realise it was coming in. I turned around and it was there. I don't think it's tobacco. I don't normally roll them. I normally lean down on the floor, so I don't think that's that. Hopefully not anyway, because that's wasted otherwise. It's expensive nowadays. My boy's jumping around again. Well, I hope you're all out voting tomorrow. And if you know me well enough, you know who to vote for. And that's not a colour. Definitely not. And don't start with L either. Or C. And that's the only politics I'm going to say. Otherwise you might ban me from my own channel. You're not voting there? Why not? There's not a vote there? I definitely vote, and I didn't vote last time. Look what happened. Sorry, Sally, sorry. Steve, where you been? Yeah, we don't really talk about politics obviously here, but I think tomorrow's important, I think, as well sometimes. For some people maybe not, but for me it is. I'll definitely be voting tomorrow. Nah. I know a lot of people don't like it, so... Should we talk about motorbikes again? Where's Bal as well? We should have got him and we should have had another conversation about motorbikes from the past. Me, Steve and Bal was talking about it all day yesterday. It was quite funny. Yeah, it was pouring down here earlier. There's a lot of really dark clouds in the background. Yeah, we might not be able to do a great deal more because I've got to go in a little while, but I'll stay on as long as I can until I know that I'll still make what I've got to do as after. Yeah, it's got really dark and overcast now. It's an unusual thing that we're seeing, them coming down the runway and sitting here is unusual as well, which is good for us that they're doing it here. Yeah, I think so. Looks like we've got rain now about to come in here. There's some black clouds behind us. They're saying no rain until 2 o'clock, but that looks like it's going to rain. He's gone off down there. I'm just going to have to get down because I think Lewis wants me, so I'm just going to go and see, make sure he's alright. I'll just put it back on these two. Yeah, it's definitely going to rain here. I don't know about, it looks like the weather's alright tomorrow up there, Sally, so I think Chris should be good tomorrow. Yeah, make sure you check out Chris's channel tomorrow, Core Jets. He's live at Conisby tomorrow, so I won't be streaming tomorrow, but Chris will be. So if you're not subscribed to that channel, check out Core Jets, and he should be doing the tornado. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Tornado demo, typhoon demo tomorrow. Not seeing them go back down the other end yet, so it doesn't look like there's nothing going to be down there for a bit. The rain's definitely moving in. There's a lot of real big old clouds coming to the side of me. Last time I went to Conisby on nights, they were coming. Cheers. They were coming towards us, and I found it really difficult to film them coming towards us. But they were going the other way yesterday. That'd be a little bit easier to film. So, like I said, there's a possibility of going to Conisby and go up and see Chris. But we'll have to see if we get back in time, because it's about 2 hours from mine to Conisby. I think it's just under 2 hours, but 1 hour 50 minutes, something like that. I wouldn't have thought that link would work in here, because we've got links turned off because we kept getting spammed with loads of link stuff. But just go find Core Jets, and then you'll see if you subscribe to Chris on Core Jets, then he should give you a notification bells when he's going to go live. Yeah, right, Neil. Yeah, he surprised me yesterday and the time before, because I never got a notification. I was just scrolling through and I just saw it.
Because the helmet, some people call it a lid. I was thinking it is race.
Where's the other one gone? There he is. I'll pick you up on the way, Neil, alright? Yes, if I come. I'll text you. No, it's allowed you to do it, Sally. I think you're probably the only one allowed to do it, and me. I think Jonathan can do, but I thought that that they wouldn't work, to be honest with you. But it's good if it does. If people can see it, I can see it. But yeah, well, we had links turned off, so because we kept getting people spam and all sorts of tough stuff at one time, so we turned links off. So they must be either back on again, because yeah, we definitely couldn't do it before, and nobody could do it, even I couldn't do it. Yeah, YouTube's been playing up with notifications. My notifications isn't going out to some people, even the mods, and yeah, Chris's definitely is not going out, so not every time. Make sure you subscribe to him as well. Right, I'm going to call this stream a stream, and we'll be done. And hopefully tomorrow, if I get a chance to, like I said, I might go up and see Chris at Conisby, but I've got an appointment this afternoon, so I'm going to have to pack up. It's going to take me a little while, and it looks like we've just about escaped the rain. So at least we've got the sound sorted out now, and I'll be streaming with the Sony camcorder so I can follow them around the sky a bit better during the daytime next time. But at least I now know that everything's all working again now, and that's all good. So appreciated, guys, for coming in, and lots of thumbs up on the way out, and we'll see you possibly with Chris tomorrow. But like I said, not 100%, but we'll see what we can do. Thanks, guys. See you.